Hello, dreamers. Welcome once again to another calming voyage crafted just for you. You are listening to Sleepy Voyages, your companion for serene, restful sleep, sprinkled with insights for self-discovery and personal growth. I'm your host, Arthur, here to take you on another enchanting journey. Tonight, we'll explore a classic tale, one you may have heard in your younger years, a simple parable that holds profound truths about life's aspirations and acceptance. We delve into the story of the fox and the grapes. However, it is not just about our furry friends' quest for a succulent cluster of grapes. No, it's a lot more. This tale teaches us the art of aspiration, how we shape our desires, and most importantly, the courage to know when to let go, acknowledging the boundary between what we want and actual reality. But before we tuck you in tonight, voyagers of the night sky, we have a small but crucial request. As your eyelids grow heavy and the soothing tones of Sleepy Voyages guide you to the realm of dreams, remember the peace, serenity, and comfort that we bring to you every night, just as a lighthouse guides lost ships. In the darkness, your reviews help other restless dreamers find their way to us by leaving a review and sharing your thoughts on your experience. You are reaching out to other insomniacs lost in the night, guiding them towards restful sleep. Take a moment before you drift away to click on the Leave a Review button on your podcast app. Help us extend our galaxy of tranquility to all those who seek the solace of sound sleep. And once you've done that, feel free to slip back under the covers of our sleep stories, ready to be whisked away on another sleepy voyage. Remember, your stars light the way for others. Every review, every rating helps us a bigger, more beautiful universe of peace and rest. So why the fuck and the grapes for tonight's slumber? Because every dreamer must navigate aspiration and acceptance, understanding how these two aspects can harmoniously coexist in our life, shaping the way we approach our dreams and desires. As I guide you through this narrative, I encourage you to listen beyond the storyline, delve into the undisclosed layers hidden beneath the obvious. Let's draw the curtains of wisdom and understanding to discover how this story speaks to us, personifying our aspirations and illustrating the beauty of accepting circumstances. So get cozy in your favorite spot. Put those worries aside and let the tranquility of this reimagined classic wash over you as the Sandman gently sprinkles his dream dust, guiding you into the peaceful slumber you deserve. Now that we've set the stage for our sleep story, let's transition into an initial phase of relaxation to open our hearts and minds to the lessons that lie ahead. The world around you might still be buzzing with life, noise, and demands. But for now, it's time to grant yourself a pause. We begin our journey of relaxation by inviting you to be fully present in this moment, allowing the day's thoughts and worries to simply pass by like ships floating on a calm sea. Visualize your mind as this peaceful ocean. Now, imagine soft feathers of relaxation brushing away your stress, starting from the top of your head, trailing slowly down to your forehead. Feel any tension within your brows simply melt away. The soothing touch moves down to your cheeks, your mouth, all the way to your neck. Experience the tranquility seeping into your shoulders, cascading down your arms and all the way to your fingertips. I invite you to delve further into this serene space you've created as you journey down to your torso, your spine, unhitching one vertebra at a time, making room for comfort and relaxation. The soothing wave then descends to your hips, your thighs, your knees, and slowly down to your feet, grounding you in this moment of calm. Imagine your whole body now immersed in a cocoon of serenity, your breath coming in soft waves. Hold on to this feeling, this oasis you've created within yourself, and let it guide you through tonight's journey. Now, having expelled the turbulence of the day, I want you to start with a clean slate, focused and attuned to my voice. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold your breath for a moment and then slowly let it out. Fill your lungs with relaxing calmness and expel all the worry, stress, and negative emotions. One more time, slower now. Breathe in to the count of 4. Hold for 7. And breathe out for 8. You're doing so well. As you breathe in, visualize the air as a healing and calming light entering your body. As you breathe out, imagine all the tumult and noise being dispatched away, leaving you peaceful and serene. Your mind is still, your soul is tranquil, and you are in control. Now, imagine a glowing, warm sunlight caressing your skin, adding to your sense of tranquility, heightening your senses. You are standing in a field with cool, plush grass beneath your feet. Feel the gentleness of the breeze as it runs through your hair, whisking away any lingering thoughts that do not serve you. Smell the fragrance of wildflowers. Taste the freshness in the air. Listen to the soft murmuring of the world as it hums its tranquil symphony. You are present. You are peaceful. You are ready for this journey of self-discovery through our tale. As your breath becomes more and more peaceful, allow your mind to transport you into a serene landscape. Now, I want you to imagine you're basking in a tranquil space, warmed by the golden sunlight. Picture it, a place where the sky is painted with streaks of tangerine, blush, and cornflower blue, the sun hanging there like a lazy golden orb. Feel its warmth on your skin, soothe you. Let a gentle, warm breeze whisper past you, carrying the sweet, comforting scent of fresh grass and blooming wildflowers. It rustles the leaves overhead, producing a soft, rhythmic lullaby, a music that only Mother Nature herself could compose. Envision a broad, lush, green field lying before you, kissed, swaying gently in rhythm with the breeze. The landscape around you is painted with shades of life: emerald leaves, sapphire sky, and the golden glow of the setting sun. The soft chirping of birds, a gentle murmur of a distant stream, all adds to the tranquil symphony of nature, inviting you to relax completely, to let go of your earthly concerns, relinquishing them. This is a safe and soothing space where relaxation comes to you as naturally as breathing. Here in this haven, you feel at peace. Let the worry lines on your forehead smoothen out, and all lingering tension melt away as your body releases its hold on stress. Your mind follows, drawing further and further away from the hustle, bustle of reality to take solace in the arms of this inviting tranquility. As your muscles fully surrender to this comfort, allow this serene sight to anchor you in the present moment. Your mind continues to drift on the wave of tranquility, thought disappearing into an expansive sky of calm. The peaceful landscape softly tugging you towards a restful slumber, delicately eroding the borders that separate the waking world from the meandering trails of dream. Breathing in, latching onto calm, and breathing out, letting go of anything that holds you back. As you surrender to this warmth and the gentle breeze, you transcend towards a world that knows not stress, only peace, and perhaps a story that holds in its heart the kernel of wisdom, a lesson about aspirations, almost as if whispered by that warm, gentle breeze. Join me as we journey to meet our friend. As we begin our journey with the fox, allow your senses to indulge in the world that the fox calls home. This is a realm abundant in nature's grandeur, a landscape of lush grasslands gently being combed by the wind's whispering fingers. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing beside the fox in this pastoral haven. The air is clear and light, kissed by just a hint of early morning dew. It's the kind of peaceful morning where the chill in the air is just enough to wake up your senses. Inhale deeply and catch the sweet, earthy essence of the greenery, mingled with a faint hint of wilting flowers. Listen, and you will hear the serene murmur of life around you, the subtle rustling leaves, the harmonious choir of birds filling the air with their chirpy songs, and the distant giggles of brooks dashing over pebbles. If you listen closely, you might even hear the soft hums of insects hard at work. Absorb these sounds as a soothing melody, carrying you deeper into the arms. Now, imagine the pleasant warmth of the sun's mellow glow on your face, causing everything under its watch to gleam with an almost ethereal light. Picture the soft colors of nature as the sunlight filters through the canopy overhead, casting dancing shadows that playfully skate across the landscape. Beneath your feet, you can feel the prickly touch of the grass, slightly damp and cool against your skin. Reach down and let your fingers brush against the velvet like leaves that add an exciting texture to this multi-faceted world. Now you can see why the fox loves this place. It's a haven of peace and tranquility, a paradise celebrating the simple pleasures of nature's beauty. This is not just an environment, it's a sanctuary, a world pulsating with life and painted with vivid hues of nature's palette. As we journey onwards with the fox, keep these sensory images in your mind, allowing them to envelop you in their relaxing embrace. Remember, every story has a rhythm, and every rhythm lulls you deeper into a much deserved, restful state. Let's continue to walk in step with the rhythms of this narrative. The fox's journey in reaching for the grapes, his aspirations and desires, with the sun-bathed meadow and the lazy river serving as the backdrop, comes the leading character in our sleep story. I imagine our fox as a fiery red, perhaps because that's how I've always read about it. But this is your story too. So picture this fox in the color that appeals most to. You imagine it however you like, as the early morning sun colors the sky in various shades of pink and orange. Our fox wakes up in its snug little den. Every day it has its set routine, a mixture of hunting. It prowls the surrounding land with sprightliness in its stride, rustling the dew, glazed leaves beneath its light feet. You can almost hear the crickets chirping their morning tune as birds circle overhead, coloring the sky against the pale golden sun. Each day the fox indulges in a delightful mix of work and play, a ritual guided by the rhythms of nature, an enticing dance of life that follows the melodies of the changing seasons: autumn leaves, winter frost, spring blossoms, summer heat. You've been walking with this fox in his routine through the lush, rustling woods, observing from his perspective as he sniffs in the aroma of wild berries, locates a quiet burrow, or chases something feathery through the undergrowth. Then, one day, something changes. The fox stumbles upon something quite enchanting and unexpected. Now, imagine the countless rows of sturdy timber vines gently swaying in the afternoon breeze, with clusters of plump, succulent grapes hanging from its trellises. They sparkle in the golden sunlight that filters through the leafy greens, almost an ethereal sight to behold. The sight surely is fascinating, the smell even more intoxicating. It's sweet and tantalizing. Try to visualize the fox standing at the edge of this vineyard. He's never seen such a thing in his territory before. This orderly, fragrant forest of human creation bearing fruit so delightfully tempting. In his honey gold eyes we can see a spark of glowing desire, a flicker that suggests a fresh longing, an unspoken aspiration. Visions of the juicy grapes fill his mind, and his heart quickens, a promising spectacle that soon steers his life towards a new direction, and hence our narrative. And as you continue to visualize the fox's discovery, allow the image of the vineyard, the aroma of ripe grapes, and the soft rustling of leaves in the wind to drift over you. Be that in your dreams or waking life. The world sleeps around you as we continue our tale, slipping softly into the quiet corners of your mind, painting pictures with whispered words. Can you see our fox? Can you see his sleek silhouette nearing the edge of the vineyard as the setting sun bathes his fur in a cascade of gold? His eyes, once alive with curiosity, have now refurbished themselves with a newfound aspiration, caught by the sight of the tantalizing grapes. and there they hang, vibrant, against a backdrop of emerald, garnet drops of dripping sunlight, each bunch plumper than the last, shimmering enticingly in the falling dusky light. Our fox gazes back, his eyes glittering with an unceasing desire, twinkling stars. Caught within their depths, picture this, dear listener. Each grape in his eyes is a sparkling jewel, a treasure just beyond his pores, unfamiliar yet incredibly inviting. Finding himself alone, the fox's eyes remained locked on the dangling vine-ripened grapes, but they weren't within the fox's reach. Not yet. As we venture further into this story, we're hit by a palpable wave of desire. The fox, captivated by this vine's tantalizing prize, is filled with a longing so profound it almost becomes tangible in the air around him. The fox, measuring the distance with his keen sight, can feel his salivary glands awaken with a rush, an instinctive reaction to the mouth, watering temptation that hangs so invitingly just above. Can you feel it, my weary travellers? Can you glimpse that vineyard in your mind's eye? Its juicy grapes just out of reach. Can you taste the sour, sweet promise of desire as it whispers promises of pleasure yet unclaimed? Can you sense the fox yearning growing with each passing moment, feeding off its own intensity? Unfulfilled desires can become powerful engines, driving us past the mundane, making us reach out, stretch ourselves, step out of our comfort zone. For the fox, this represents something unattained, and for us, dear listeners, it's a symbol of any grand aspiration we've ever held in our hearts. It's important here to empathize with the fox, to understand that this burgeoning desire is not a mere whim. It is an ambition taking form. Just like the fox, we too harbor dreams and aspirations, those seemingly out of reach grapes that tempt us with their luscious allure. They sparkle in the morning light of our dreams and burn brightly in the night of our thoughts. This fox, like yearning, can bring vibrancy to our lives, directing our focus towards a purpose. But desire can also paint illusions of grandeur, putting stars in our eyes, but stones beneath our feet. Soon we'll dive into the fox's attempts and persistence. But for now, close your eyes, breath in deeply, hold it there, and exhale slowly, releasing any illusions that often accompany such strong desires. Our clever fox wasn't one to be deterred easily. His resolve stirred, lighting a fervor within him to taste the forbidden fruits. Remember, dear listener, cradle these captivating images within the folds of your mind's wonderland, as my words become the paintbrush for your imagination. He measured the distance, calculated the strength he would need, and with a swift, precise leap, he missed the first of many failed exploits. His scrambled attempts, filled with eagerness, yet lacking the needed precision, left him panting and dizzy. Yet the gleaming grapes seemed only to shine brighter, radiating a promise of delights unseen, calling him back for another try as the sun began its descent, painting the sky with hues of mauve and gold. The fox launched himself into the air time and again, each bound a testament to his enduring spirit. Our furry hero stood undeterred, regaining his breath each time, perhaps even allowing himself a tiny smirk of obstinate determination as he prepared for his next attempt. The soft rustle of the vine leaves, the sweet scent of the tantalizing grapes, and the gentle hum of his breath in the quiet afternoon inspired him to continue his quest. Picture this, dear listener, an example of formidable persistence within nature. Imagine the fox's crystalline resolve, as clear as starlight, trying over and over, only to come crashing back to earth with an echoing thud, a humbling dance where dreams of grandeur play tantalizingly on the edge of reality. As you delve deeper into the realm of relaxation, think of your own ambitions, the dreams that sit just above your reach. The fox's repeated attempts, each an echo of the last, carrying with it pockets full of either courage or folly. Is it not sometimes like this in our lives? Now, our little fox friend isn't one to give up so easily. It gazes up again at the grapes, their beauty intensified by the golden sunlight that dances off their skin, so close, yet so far away. This fox, after all, isn't just any fox. It's smart, it's determined, and it's not about to let anything stand in the way of its heart's desire. Imagine the fox poised, ready to leap once more, its muscles bunch under its sleek coat, its gaze fixed on the target. Its heart is thudding in its chest, matching the rhythm of the ocean waves in the background. In a graceful arc, it leaps, it extends its limbs, its claws, yearning for the delicious fruit. A few beats of silence, a low whimper, a sigh. These are the sounds of longing unmet, of the harsh sting of reality meeting relentless hope. Can you feel the fox disappointment wash over you, gently lapping against your senses like the gentle tide? Still, there's something beautiful here. It's The fox, indomitable spirit, its undeterred resilience, each failed attempt only hardens its resolve. It's a testament to the unyielding spirit within each of us, waiting to rise when faced with overwhelming odds. The fox, you see, doesn't see a failure. Instead, it pictures a not yet, a next time. Every fall leads to a rise. Every setback paves way for an even stronger comeback. That's the spirit embodied by our friend, the fox, proud and fiery, unwilling to give in, and always ready to try once again. While it's easy to wallow in the setbacks, the disappointments, life, just like our little fox, urges us to pick ourselves up and keep approaching our dreams from different angles, to not deem something unattainable, but simply a goal yet to be realized. I invite you to take another deep breath. As you exhale, release the frustration of not yet, and breathe in the promise of thee. Let the fox unperturbed spirit fill you with the hope, determination. We've been getting to know our fox friend, haven't we? We've watched his hopes rise with the grapes, swaying just out of reach. We've felt his aspirations grow as he leapt, lunged, but also his growing frustration and fatigue. There's more to learn from our fox, my friends. There's more to the story, as there often is in our own lives. Let's take a deep breath again. In and out. Picture yourself in the fox place. Remember his emotions, the hope, the hunger, the unrelenting aspiration, the repeated attempts. Now see our fox pause to rest his tired legs. He steps back, panting, and gives one long look at the grapes above. For a moment, he's silent, just staring, his tail slowly swishing on the ground. This, dear listeners, is where acceptance blossoms. The fox doesn't just dash away defeated. He realizes that no matter how many times he leaps, how hard he tries, these tantalizing grapes will remain out of his reach. This moment of acceptance doesn't diminish his aspiration, it just shifts its focus. Perhaps the fox begins to seek other fruitful vines, ones that sprout within his reach, or maybe he becomes more resourceful, enlisting the help of others or using tools. His aspiration isn't quelled, just redirected from the impossible to the attainable, from an illusion to a true goal. This ability to walk the line between aspiration and acceptance is a skill that we, as humans, often struggle with. We are filled with dreams, some just too elusive. Yet we try and try again, sometimes to our own detriment, not realizing that our fox friends have understood this dance between desire and acceptance as we lay here under the moon's soft glow. Let's remember, it's a gentle dance, my friend, one of reaching for the stars while keeping our feet on the solid ground beneath us, one of ambitious dreams made real by acceptance of what's within our grasp. This tale of the fox and the grapes isn't just about a fox who couldn't get what he wanted. It's a fable about aspiration guided by acceptance. It's a story about understanding our own realms, our own grapes hanging just within. It's about the wisdom to tell the difference and adjust accordingly. So, as your eyelids feel heavy and your thoughts wind down, those dreams that may seem just out of reach, breathe in your aspirations. Breathe out the illusion. And tomorrow, when the sunlight gently wakes you, let his story guide your aspirations towards acceptance. The fox, in his youthful enthusiasm, mistook his unrealistic longing for the unreachable grapes as aspiration, just as we sometimes do in our own lives. This illusion was not a goal, but rather a mirage that distorts our perception of what we genuinely need or want. Think about this, dear friends. The grapes, vibrant and promising, became the fox symbol of success. But was it truly a goal, or was it merely an illusion masked as aspiration? In the fox pursuit, we see our own dreams reflected, those that far too grand or unattainable, disguising themselves as genuine yearnings. The story teaches us the importance of discerning our true desires from false aspirations. True aspirations should inspire and motivate, but should also be within the realm of possibility. They are goals, map out a path of tangible self-improvement. An illusion, on the other hand, can lead to frustration and discontent, much like our fox and his grapes. As we journey further into the realms of sleep, let's consider our own grapes, those lofty illusions that we may have mistaken as genuine desires. Reflect on the dreams which are within your reach, those goals that align with your true passion and purpose. Identify them, focus on them. These are your true aspirations, and in doing so, you will realize the wisdom in humble acceptance. While aspirations are crucial to personal growth, acceptance is what grounds us, guiding us towards achievable and fulfilling dreams. away from the mirage of unrealistic desires, as we drift further into the tender arms of sleep. My dear voyagers, allow the gentle rhythm of your breath to learn the silent lullaby of this lesson. As you breathe in, envision your true aspirations crystallizing. As you breathe out, let go of those illusory grapes that, just like for our fox, can lead to resting under a tree of disappointment. Breathing in clarity and breathing out illusion until the dividing line between genuine aspiration and false desire becomes as clear as the rising dawn. We've taken a journey together this evening, accompanying our foxly friend towards the tantalizing grapes and through the garden of desire and aspiration, all the while observing the grace found in acceptance. Now, with your eyes closed, I invite you, dear listener, to join me in a brief moment of reflection and tranquility. Gently relax further into your safe, comfortable space, and let me guide you into our second meditation of the session, a meditation concentrating on the themes of aspiration and acceptance. Let your breath embody the rhythm of your own aspirations. Inhale. Symbolize your dreams, your sources of motivation, your burning desires. Imagine them in your mind's eye, as vivid as those tantalizing grapes our fox longed so fervently for. Feel these aspirations filter through your body, energizing, inspiring, motivating every atom, every cell as you breathe out. Imagine letting go of your illusions, those things we sometimes blindly desire despite their unreachability, just like how the fox recognized the futility of its attempts at reaching those tempting grapes. Let it all go, the impossible goals, the unrealistic expectations, the superficial desires. With every exhalation, surrender these illusions to the universe, paving the way for genuine, achievable aspiration. As we glide slowly through this meditation, holding your own journey of aspiration and acceptance within and between each breath, I encourage a moment of silence now. Let the peace from your acceptance has washed over you. Let the knowledge of your own aspirations brings a glow of anticipation. Embrace your true desires, dear listener, and surrender the illusions. As we draw our meditation to a close, soak in the calmness of silent self-reflection and consider what is your vineyard of tantalizing grapes. In which areas might you be pursuing illusions? And most importantly, what would it feel like to acknowledge this and finally let them go? As we continue our meditation, dear listener, let's delve a little deeper into this intertwining dance of aspirations and illusions, I invite you now to concentrate on your breath once again. However, this time imagine each inhalation as a fresh gust of wind carrying new, real aspirations breathed into life. Visualize these aspirations as seeds ready to blossom, each carrying the promise of personal growth, fulfillment, and happiness. As you inhale, visualize these seeds of aspiration planting themselves in the calm expanse of your open mind, ready to grow. Now imagine each exhale as a powerful wave, sweeping away the illusions that stand like insurmountable cliffs in the path of your aspirations. Feel the release as these illusions are washed away, giving way to the nurturing soil where your true aspirations can thrive and flourish. Inhale aspirations. Exhale illusions. Visualize this and flow, this intricate dance of giving and receiving, of holding on and letting go. Breathing becomes more than just a physiological function. It becomes a metaphor for living an existence rooted in genuine aspiration and not obscured by the fleeting allure of illusions. So, with this understanding, let's continue our practice of mindful breathing, inhaling future goals, exhaling distraction, truly feeling the transformation such a simple action can bring, allowing your aspirations to shape who you are, while wisely letting go of illusions that were holding you back. As we continue this journey inward, this moment is where aspiration merges with introspection, where learning overlaps with unlearning, and where truth meets liberation. This isn't just a passive process, though. It's an invitation to actively question, to seek clarity, to disentangle the real from the unreal in your current narrative of life. What desires fuel your everyday actions? Are they genuine aspirations or mere illusions? What limitations have you accepted, and which ones are still waiting to be confronted, potentially standing between you and your truest aspiration? And as you seek answers to these questions, do so gently. Entertain doubt. Listen to what echoes when quietude speaks. There's no rush. Remember, this careful introspection isn't a race, but rather a journey. It's a fundamental part of the voyage we're taking today, modeled so eloquently by our fox and his elusive grapes. While we've navigated the waters of aspiration and acceptance together, tonight you have the freedom to carry this voyage forward, to turn inward in quest of your truest aspirations anytime you wish. So for now, as we turn the final pages of our tale and inspire the last of our day's aspirations, I encourage you to let these moments of introspection wash over you, soaking into the depths, leaving you in a tranquility that's as sweet as a lovingly tended, sun-ripened grape. You have journeyed with me tonight, dear listeners, through a world painted with vibrant shades of enrichment, learning, and wellness. We explored the profound fable of the fox and the grapes, and nestled within its simple structure, we found profound echoes of aspiration and acceptance, the cornerstones of self-improvement. You remember, don't you? The glossy grapes, the eager fox, a story so beautifully tuned to our own human struggles. Even in the animal realm, we see the mirrors of our desires, the enticing allure of high-hanging fruit, the leap, the crash, the repeat. We are the fox, aren't we? Eternally yearning for greater, higher, better. But our aspirations, they must be rooted in temperate ground, in the soil of self-acceptance. And so we learned together tonight, dear listeners, that the line between aspiration and delusion is as thin as gossamer thread, a thread we must weave with wisdom. As the fox strived for the grapes, we were right there, feeling the wind against our faces as we leaped, experiencing the frantic beating of an aspiring heart, and in the quiet acceptance of reality, we felt a tender wind of surrender. It's not a lesson of defeat, but one of engagement with the world, with ourselves, an affirmation of our boundaries, and a celebration of our limitless potential within them, an encouragement to aspire for attainable goals, to reach for the grapes within our grasp, and in doing so, ward off the shadows of disillusionment and failure. That was quite a trek, wasn't it, dear listeners? But every journey soothes a soul, every step weaving a tapestry of growth, resilience, acceptance. Is that the calm that comes from understanding has washed over you, swept away the chaos of the day, even as your body welcomes slumber? Allow these words of wisdom to be your lullaby, and may understanding nestle gently in your dreams, quietly propelling us forward on our voyage to self-improvement and realization. Sleep well, dear listeners, and remember, keep aspiring, keep growing, but never at the cost of your present peace. Until next time on Sleepy Voyages, sweet dreams